Namaste, I'm Samta Auntie, the founder and CEO of Virtual Preschool, where children learn Hindi through English. Many children of Indian heritage that are growing up in the US, Canada, and other countries understand some or even a lot of Hindi. But when it comes to speaking, they struggle. So in this lesson, we are going to start with one of the most basic phrases anyone could learn. What is your name? We're going to learn how to ask this question and how to answer it. And today we're going to get help from some friends from Disney's Cars to make it fun. To ask, what is your name in Hindi? We say, Aapka naam kya hai? Aapka naam kya hai? One more time. Aapka naam kya hai? Means, what is your name? If we translate word for word into English, it becomes your name, what is? That sounds silly, right? But that's because the order of the words in Hindi is not the same as English. Let me say that again. The order of the words in Hindi is not the same as English. So we say, Aapka naam kya hai? What is your name? And to answer the question, to say, my name is Samta in Hindi, I would say, mera naam Samta hai. Mera naam Samta hai. One more time. Mera naam Samta hai. And you would say, mera naam, and then you would say whatever your name is, hai. Mera naam, fill in the blank with your name, hai. So let's say your name is Tina. Mera naam Tina hai. Or mera naam Sameer hai. Mera naam Ajay hai. Mera naam Usha hai. Mera naam Sunil hai. All right? So you get the idea. You just fill in the blank with whatever your name is. And again, if we translate word for word into English, it becomes, my name Samta is. And again, that sounds silly, right? But as I said earlier, the order of the words in Hindi is not the same as English. So, mera naam Samta hai means my name is Samta. Now that we've learned how to ask, what is your name, and answer, let's practice with our friends from Disney's Cars. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Sally hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Tow Mater hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Ramon hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Mac hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Fillmore hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Doc Hudson hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Luigi hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Lightning McQueen hai. Aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Guido hai. And last, aapka naam kya hai? Mera naam Flo hai. So you can use all of your favorite characters from Disney's Cars to practice asking the question and answering. Now, a lot of people get confused between these three words, mera, main, and mujhe. In my classes, a lot of my students kept trying to answer my name is with saying main naam Samta hai or mujhe naam Samta hai. And I can understand why there's confusion. So let's talk about it. There's three words, mera, main, and mujhe. Mera means my, as in my name is Samta, or my favorite color is pink. Mera manpasand rang gulabi hai. So mera means my. Main means I, like when someone says main theek hoon, I am fine. And mujhe also means I. So this is where it can get confusing. So what's the difference between main and mujhe if they both mean I? Main is used when you're doing something, like a physical action, such as dancing, running, or swimming. Main nach rahi hoon, I am dancing. Main bhaag rahi hoon, I am running. मैं तैर रही हूँ. I am swimming. The most common use of मैं that you've probably heard many times is when someone asks, how are you? आप कैसे हैं? And you respond by saying, मैं ठीक हूँ. See, you're using मैं ठीक हूँ. Now, the reason why you use मैं there is because it might seem like, well, wait a minute, I'm not doing anything physical when I say मैं ठीक हूँ. But actually, you are kind of, because you're feeling. So you kind of got to insert when you say मैं ठीक हूँ, I am fine. You kind of got to add the word feeling. I am feeling fine. मैं ठीक हूँ, I am feeling fine. So you are engaged in the physical act of feeling. And mujhe is used when you're not doing something, when you're not engaged in a physical action. Like when we say, I don't know, mujhe nahi pata, or I want a new toy, mujhe naya khilona chahiye, or I like ice cream, mujhe ice cream pasand hai. So in all of those cases, you're not engaged in any type of physical action. When you say, I don't know, there's no physical action in not knowing. Or I want a new toy. There's no physical action in wanting something. Or I like ice cream. There's no physical act in liking something. So that's the difference between मैं and mujhe. So to recap, mera means my, as in my name is Samta, mera naam Samta hai. Main means I, and is used when you're doing something, some physical action, like मैं ठीक हूँ, I am feeling fine, or मैं नाच रही हूँ, I am dancing. And mujhe also means I, and it's used when you're not doing something, when there's no physical action. Mujhe nahi pata, I don't know. Mujhe ice cream pasand hai, I like ice cream. So in this lesson, you learned how to ask, what is your name in Hindi? Aapka naam kya hai? And you learned how to answer it in Hindi. Mera naam Samta hai. And we got some help to practice with our friends from Disney's Cars. You also learned to understand the difference between mera, main, and mujhe. So balle balle for doing great work. Dhanyavad for listening. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in class. Alvida.